Jill Stein, thank you so much for coming out to Hempstalk here in Oregon. It's a pleasure to have you out here.
Thanks so much.
And thank you for your great speech today. You're running for President of the United States. Tell me a little bit about that and what you're out here to accomplish.
Yeah, we're at a really historic moment, and we see democracy and justice breaking out all around us, like here at the Hempstalk Festival, where people are standing up and saying, we've got this incredible resource here called hemp. Food, fiber, fuel, agriculture, manufacturing. It's really an incredible lift for our economy, especially for local economies, for small farmers, for so many things, and this resource is denied to us. So, there's the spirit of democracy and justice breaking out here, like in the Occupy movement, like in the democracy revolutions in the Middle East. And, so that movement is alive and well across America. And I would add to that, eviction blockades and students clamoring for an end to student debt and for free public higher education. 1 out of every 2 Americans, is either in poverty or heading towards it and low income. And people are calling for jobs, not for tax breaks, which is what the President and Congress, gave us in the stimulus President's jobs proposal.
I told him no biter.
And tax breaks don't create jobs. It costs us a lot of money. We're seeing hundreds of billions of dollars. In fact, under Obama, it's been trillions of dollars paid out in Wall Street bailouts, while everyday working people are really struggling to keep a roof over their heads. We could have health care for everyone as a human right, and a lot of people are standing up and demanding it. Obamacare or Romney care, whatever you call it, it's not going to do the trick. I live in the state where we have it. It's not made care affordable or available. So, we're at this breaking point moment on jobs, healthcare, skyrocketing costs of education, declining wages, a climate that's going up in flames, and our civil liberties are under attack, even more so under Barack Obama than they were under George Bush. In fact, on every one of these issues, we've seen Obama basically embrace the policies of George Bush and go even further. So this movement for democracy and justice that we see here, on display today, it deserves a voice in this election and a choice at the polls that's not bought and paid for by Wall Street. And our campaign is the only presidential campaign that is not running on corporate money, that is not bought and paid for by Wall Street and multinational corporations. So we have the unique ability to actually stand up for those things that the American people are clamoring for jobs, health care, education as a human right, bailing out the students, not the big banks, putting a moratorium on home foreclosures now, and stopping one more family from being cheated out of its homes, and downsizing the military, and actually cutting the military budget in half where it was 10 years ago, which was at least as secure as we are today with that doubled budget, being used to bomb funerals and weddings, in the Middle East, and expand the drone wars, and expand the military bases. Peace and justice and international relations does not come out of the barrel of a gun or bombs dropped from planes. So the American people are demanding these solutions. Let's bring those war dollars home, bring the troops home, create the jobs. We can do this. And above all, we're saying, let's forget the politics of fear that tells us we have to be very afraid. In fact, we need to forget the politics of fear, stand up with the politics of courage. And politics of fear has actually delivered everything that we're afraid of, all those reasons we were told to be quiet. We've gotten them by the droves because we've been quiet. And without our voices, bringing the voice of justice and democracy, the voice of the social movement, the voice of the public interest. Without our political campaign, we have just more of the voices that are bought and paid for by Wall Street. So we're saying if you want to throw away your vote, go into that voting booth and vote for more of the same. That is the very definition of voting, throwing away your vote. But in contrast, we're here to give people a voice and a choice in this election, and to stand up and take our future back, because we can solve it. Right now we're on a trajectory over the cliff. We're being told to be good little boys and girls, and not speak up for ourselves, to just take the beating that we've been getting and endorse it, give it a mandate for 4 more years. We're saying, reject this politics of fear, let's stand up with the politics of courage, and we are the ones who will define our future. As Alice Walker says beautifully, we are the ones we've been waiting for, and the biggest way people give up power is by not knowing they have it discovered. This is that propaganda campaign out there that's intended to silence the opposition. So we're standing up to say, we are the ones we're waiting for, and we know it. We do have the power. We got truth, justice, democracy, the facts, the science, and now even public opinion on our side. We can win it by winning the office and turning the White House into a greenhouse, or we can win the day. Even if we don't win the office, we can win the day by standing up and advancing these solutions that Barack Obama and Mitt Romney will continue to take off the table and ensure that they are basically blotted out. They are missing in action. The solutions that the American public is clamoring for. We're going to make sure that they are seen, heard, advanced, and they will be unstoppable when we put them, out there in the light of day. The American public will move them forward. That's a win, and that's a win that we continue to build on until, we do turn this breaking point into a tipping point and take back our democracy in the future. Sir.
Dr. Jill Stein, the other thing you have is my vote. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so